Okay, morning guys. Well, I don't know what day this is. Obviously, you know we've been doing the Southwest Coastal Path. We are at the campsite called California Farm, and we're leaving today, heading towards Swanage. Swanage and then Studland, and that's the end of our trip. But we thought, before we head off, we'd do a little kind of spill on how we use our tent and where we put things. Somebody out there must be interested how we manage, but anyway, we just no, not really, but we just thought we could look back on it and think, oh god, how did we manage? So
and we'll bore you anyway.
We'll bore you anyway. So anyway, Julie will now, I will just tell you a little bit about the tent, and then Julie is going to tell you where things go. So the tent is, it's not going to be a review, the tent is a Vango Banshee Pro 300, which is a 3-man tent. Okay, so how do we manage?
Well, we managed quite well, but I think we would struggle with 3 men.
Definitely.
Because it's a 3-man tent. 3 women might be different.
Yeah.
But 3 men, if you have 3 big men.
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
But it just gives us a tiny bit of extra space, which is good. So we put the tent up and then we empty our bags.
Yeah.
So I'll show you what we do with our bags once they're emptied first.
Yeah, so basically we take all the stuff out of our bags, which are in dry bags.
Then we've got empty backpacks.
Then we've got empty backpacks and give us a bit more room.
So we always carry black bin bags, which we then do our bags up and scrunch them down, put them in the black bin bags,
Under
go under the fly sheet, but they're not inside the tent, but it just keeps them dry and out of our way. Then I'll show you in through this door.
Okay, so the tent has got only they've got access from both sides, but it's only got one vestibule or one porch, as you want to call it, which I usually sleep on that side because then I can do a little bit of cooking this side and maybe boil a kettle.
So let me just show you in here. So we said about the bags, we've got a little access to, we can put anything else in there. We tend to put our shoes out through there as well, also in a plastic bag, because it could still get a bit damp.
Yeah, so that's good. That gives us a bit more room. So then shoes go, walking boots go in the back. Then put our flip-flops on, and then we're kind of good to go. It just gives us, if you look inside now, it's just see it makes it a bit more roomier, slightly roomier. So the bed's laid out, we've got room either side. Inflatable mattresses,
inflatable pillows, down sleeping bags, which are brilliant. We line the bottom of the tent with an emergency blanket because it started to absorb moisture from the grass.
Just noticed that well, we've done it anyway. We used to put a emergency blanket underneath, or a liner underneath the inner tent, and now we, like I said, we tend to just put the emergency blanket underneath, just to stop the kind of moisture coming up through.
Yeah. So we've got 2 pockets either side. I think they're for putting the doors in, but they're useful for other bits and pieces. Some tension bands
when it's really windy, but we end up putting them up, and that's how.
A washing line.
It's usually a washing line or hanging the torches on.
Torches, yeah.
Yeah.
So once our bags are emptied, we dump and underneath we've at that point then taken our dry bags out, which we always line our backpacks with.
Yeah. In
case it rains. No chance of anything getting wet. We've got rain covers. The insides are lined with.
We also put a big bin bag inside.
And then we've got the dry bag, so really nothing's going to get wet.
No.
So this is all in here at that point, from which we can take our bed stuff out.
And we also, on the top of the backpacks, are the kind of what they call the brains. So these have all got our waterproofs in,
Just the top of the bag, so
just stuff that we need.
Yeah.
So we just find it easier just to take everything out and bring it all in and repack again.
Yeah, so we've got everything we need, we just haven't got the big bag. So they tend to go right down in the footwell, but we bring the emergency blanket up like this, and it flips, just protects the top of the or the side of the bags if it's blowing a hoolie and raining.
But I think all in all, the tent's been really good. We've used it now for over 8 weeks about. In all winds and weather. I think the only issue would be slight condensation.
Yeah, a bit condensation. You've
But
got to have some vents over
yeah, you've got to kind of vent it. But I think that's the only thing. Yeah, everything's been good. I think you'd have to do this bottom sheet, maybe re-waterproof that, wouldn't we?
You can also get lighter tents. I think that might have been one of our. It could have made our weights better.
Yeah.
The lighter tent, but it might not have been the same layout.
No, it's not. It's not the lightest of tents. It's not going to be It's not a full review, really. It's just that I think it's getting on for 3K, whereas you could probably get, obviously, spend a bit more money and get something lighter, which, in hindsight, we would probably do for this amount of walking.
Yeah.
I'd say the Bench is great, but not for day in, day out carrying.
No, not when you can get alternatives.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically everything that's in here. Then goes back in our bags.
Yeah.
And we have to carry the whole lot.
Yeah. So every morning when we set off again, we repack our bags. But we've just got in a routine now, and I think it takes us maybe 20 minutes, half an hour to tent down, pack up, and get on our way. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, but it just, maybe you're thinking about buying a Banshee or maybe doing a long walk, and this is how we use the Banshee Pro 300. I
like them. I would like to have the porch side, but
yeah,
I wouldn't like to do the cooking.
Yeah, downside is that this one's got like a little bit of space there, the other one hasn't got any space. So the pros are you can get in and out from both sides. The downside of it is that
only one porch side is going to be a cooking area when it's bad weather. Yeah, just about cookable.
Okay guys, that's it. So that's the tent, and that's how we use it, and that's how we put things away.
Oh, and I'll wash it. Also good for washing.
Great for a washing line. So this is just looking at the other side of the tent. We'll say Julia's side, and as you can see, there's no porch this side, just comes straight down. So literally you've got maybe 6 inches gap there. So I think that's the only thing we found, is that you haven't got a porch both sides. I think that's probably why we put the boots in the back. Julie just puts her flip-flops there, which you carry flip-flops. We didn't, we bought them halfway through the trip, so just dead handy to put on. Gives your feet a bit of a rest as well. Anyway, we're going to pack up now and get on our merry way. Okay, there's a sign for California Farm. That's what we didn't see last night when we got waylaid, lost. So just gone 20 past 11, and we're setting off. We're on the I think it's called the Priest's Way, just walking this shortly. I think I might start again. Put my teeth back in. Anyway, we're walking along the ridge, which is part of the Priest's Way, and then we should drop down onto the coastal path near the lighthouse where we were yesterday afternoon. Oh, it's a bit of a steep little path down here.
I think she would have said, just keep her on the ridge, just keep going, because there will be
A sign.
a sign.
There we are. There's the lighthouse in front of us. We just got to go that way and then down onto the path down there, and then we're on it. Bit of a zigzag. Well, there you are, look. That's another way of seeing the coastline. It's like a I don't know if it's called a pleasure cruise. What would you call that?
Could be a police boat,
No.
like drugs.
Oh, what would you call that? I'm trying to talk into the video here. I can't say it's a
sorry.
drug boat.
It's like yeah, like a pleasure booze cruise.
Anyway, start again. That's a nice way to see the coastline. Like a little pleasure cruise or a pleasure day trip out on the boat. Here we are, just heading back down towards where we had lunch yesterday afternoon. Well, the old banana and peanut butter, I think it was. It was like lunch. It was more like a high tea.
It wasn't peanut butter actually.
What was it then? Oh, it was Nutella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Memory like a sieve. Have a look and see what's going on up here. Got some of the steps. A great big stone ball. This is quite good. Lots of info to read here about the star and the earth and the moon and other stuff. It's great. Actually, it's a lovely globe. Lots of info on that globe. Look, someone's been busy with a little chisel and hammer. Okay.
Looks like picture there. We also have the
Yeah. Our first glimpse of Swanage.
oh,
Oh yeah. That's part of the Thurston Castle, isn't it?
didn't think it was quite rich in it. Water?
Water, there's some water. Where we get on the coasty path again. Oh, still on it. Can't leave it. Okay, just come through Thurston Head, Thurston Castle, and it's a restaurant. Really nice pathways through it. I wish they were like this all the way from St Agnes. It's really nice. Yeah, just see a glimpse of the castle behind me. And it's a lovely day today. Sun is shining. I know one thing, I'm definitely gonna get in the sea today. Straight on.
Does it go down there?
Yeah. Very pleasant, isn't it? The Look at this sign. Coast path, Swanage, a mile. Avoiding steps. 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 We love steps.
Of course we do. My life wouldn't be so simple.
Come on, you. We knew you liked steps. Got all their records. We chose the steps, but it looks like there's a traffic jam building up.
Step jam.
A step jam. There's a bit of a step jam building up down below. We're going to step aside. Let these fit people come up first. Peak Durraston Castle. A bit misty. Oh, we're back in the woods again. What an interesting tree. Look at this one. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that one. Wow. Right. Just been having a chat with this couple in front, the guy in front, big guy there. He's just walked from Minehead to Poole, South Haven, the whole lot in 30 days, he reckons. 30 days. Oh my God. That's crazy, isn't it? Still. Hey. We've done it a lot slower than that. So there we get the gold price. Look at beach at Swanage Beach, not Swansea Beach.
Anyway, I think it's not about how fast you can do it, that's relevant. How slow can you do it?
How slow can you do it? That's it. Yes. What's that?
Go on to the railings and take a picture.
Oh yeah. Well, just past the entrance to the pier. Thought about maybe wandering along it, but it's £1.50. Julie said no way she was paying £1.50. Broke my heart. I was really wanted to do that.
Even Western Pier's not that much, I
I don't know. Right, love. Let's have a look. Coffee, tea. Anyway, here we go. We've had a coffee. We've had a coffee and a panini, which was alright. It just filled a gap. We've been to Budgeon's and got some food. And now we are walking along the prom, tiddly tom, something like that. Trying to pick up the coastal path again. I think we're actually on it.
I think we might be.
Yeah, we are actually on it. Lots of people. Not used to it, are we? Look at the posh pubs over there. I don't know if I like them like that. I like the old-fashioned ones.
Mm. Excuse me, did you just come down the steps? Yeah. How far along were they?
Oh,
Forward to it, but I'll start when I find them. It's hard work, I think. Might be easier going up.
oh yeah, bound to be.
Oh, at least we know where they are. Thank you.
Okay, just verifying, because we've got a little bit waylaid in town. Well, not in town, but it took us back onto some roads, and now we've found that there's steps that lead up from the beach, which we would have expected in the first place. But oh, they are. But it does mean a bit of sand walking, which we don't mind when we've got our flippy flops on. I do like getting out of the town, but you've got to climb up steps and steep paths.
What if you don't go in them in the beginning?
Ah, yeah. Oh, hang on. We got a roadblock in front. Whew. Okay, here we are on Ballard Down, and the rock in front is Harris Rock, Old Harris Rock. It is, Julie said no, it's Old Harris Pinnacle or something, I don't know. Come on then.
Old Harry Rock.
Old Harry Rock. He rocks, man. Yeah. Anyway, back in the day, before the sea was there, apparently they all well, shut up. Yeah, don't know what you're chatting about. Cut there.
You're just making it all
I'm
up.
just making it up. They stretched as far as the eye can see, all the way to the Americas. There was these like hopping stones that went right the way across the Atlantic. Don't go any closer, but I think either that one or that one is Old Harry. I'll have to find out in a minute. Could be Harry. Mind you, there's some other ones down here. So I'll have a look down here. Julie's gone on down. I'll just spin the camera around. Here we are. There's some more down there, look. And apparently, so the write-up says they used to step all the way across to the Isle of Wight over to the Needles, and during the Second World War, Spitfire fighters, Spitfire fighter pilots used them as target practice. Well, that's what I was told anyway. Nah, I can't do it. You don't realise how steep it is, it's just like sheer, isn't it? Can't do it, I don't blame you. No, that's it gives me the old heebie-jeebies. Okay, we've just seen Harry and his rocks, and now we're just walking down into Studland. You can just see Studland Bay over there, and the sands stretching out towards South Avon Point, which is the end of our journey. And then beyond that, you can see the sandbanks, which is the most expensive place to live in the UK. And then in the distance, over right there, is sunny Bournemouth. Anyway, so we're on our way down into Studland, just reflecting on if we had the time, would we go up to Minehead and continue down to St Agnes, which was our original plan, and I think we would. It'd be really good to do, but we can't afford the time. But just saying, if we were going to do it, would we make any changes? And I think it was just the tent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just change the tent, just for a lighter one. Although we like it, we like the old Van Gogh Banshee Pro 3000, whatever it's called. Julie wants to trade me in for a Mark III. Still, she don't know when she's well off. So I'm going to go for the Bo Derek. Who's Bo Derek?
She's probably about 95 now.
She probably is about 95 anyway. Moving on. Let's find the pub and have a beer, because get to this time in the afternoon, and without some lubrication. No, inebrication.
Do you want to just stop?
Let's stop that now. Anyway, carry on now. Yeah, we get to the time of day, and I think without a little tipple, it all goes to pot. I went to pot years ago.
Confusing.
I think we found it. Anchors, open all day and evening. Evening drinks, la la la. Here we go. First come, first served. Alright.
What do you want then?
Oh. Okay, well, just ordered the one beer, one ciders, and some chips on the app. Couldn't order it inside, got to use the app. Sometimes it's alright, other times it's a pain in the neck.
With this drinks, we're on it.
Oh, it's so difficult.
You haven't got any patience, that's your trouble.
Yeah. And then we just done it, paid for it, and it says it'd be 25 minutes. What happens to just calling in your local for a quick pint? Oh, never mind, they're trying their best.
I hope you got a pint and not
Okay, just left the Bank's Arms. Nice beer in the end. Sorted out our trains and to get back from Bournemouth for not tomorrow, the day after. Also accommodation for tomorrow night. And yeah, apart from the ordering on the app, which was a pain in the orifice, all well and good. Hang on, we got a strimmer man in front of us. Here comes the strimmer man. Do, 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 do. We're walking along, you think, oh my god, we can smell something. It's really strong there. You need smell-o-vision. It's these damn pigs. Hello then. Come on. Wakey wakey. You alright, mate? Ooh, better not touch that electric fence.
No, don't touch that.
Okay, here we are. We've got a choice of Haven Point, South Haven Point along the beach, 2.5 miles, or inland, 2.5 miles. And basically that's it, 2.5 miles until the end of our walk. Yeah. But lovely evening. It's a lovely evening. It does smell a bit though.
Yeah,
I thought it was the pigs, but it's the seaweed. It stinks. It really stinks. Poor. Yeah, you guessed it. We gave up on the coast path. Flew out to the Maldives. It's lovely. Just wish it was sunny. No, we're on cloudy Studland Beach, but it's really nice. Tide's just going out. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with it so far. A really nice beach. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really nice. Especially now you're away from the smelly seaweed.
Was it the pigs though, or was it the seaweed?
Oh, I think it was. We can't blame the pigs.
This is like an island in Honduras, isn't it?
It is. Look at it. It's really nice. Okay, well, we're still walking along. We've just gone into a zone on Studland Beach which warns us there could be naturists. I doubt if there's any this sunlight. Just over my right shoulder you can just see Harry's rocks over there. Harry's rocks. But it's a lovely beach. The sand does, look at that.
Squeak.
It's squeaky sand. You hear that? It reminds me of the sand on the Isles of Scilly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely, it's got that kind of feel to it.
Really fine.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to walk up the beach a little bit further because I think we'll probably, well, we will stay here tonight. Just finding somewhere suitable to put the tent up without drawing attention, upsetting anybody. I mean, if it wasn't, there wasn't any chance of rain. It says it's not going to rain, but what does the Met Office know? You can get it wrong, can't they? If it wasn't gonna, if We knew it wasn't going to rain, we wouldn't bother putting the tent up. We shall see. Oh yeah, we'll have to find... Oh yeah. What are we going to get? Oh yeah, how are we going to hold the tent up? How did we do it last time? We used pebbles. No pebbles on this beach. Okay, it could be a problem. I'm sure we'll manage. Watch this space. Well, I think I found a little spot behind the dunes, or two little places that we could sneak up in a minute and not be disturbed or not offend one thing or another. So we're just going to have one of these to celebrate the end of our walk tomorrow. Cheers. Julia just had a mouthful of nuts. She knows I'm allergic to them. But anyway, cheers. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. Oh, lovely. All right, not a bad spot. Tent's just there. Beach is just over there. I think the road's over that way, so we're kind of pretty well hidden from the beach. Although there's a couple of little footpaths running there. We'll just have to see what happens. Not doing any harm. Spinach and ricotta tortellini. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And cheese and sun-dried tomato. Tortellini. I'm sticking with that one. And Julie's just making the beds up. Got that. And we've got some decanted red wine. Can't remember which one it was. A little fruity number. Anyway, fingers crossed we'll be okay. The last few times we've slept on the beach, it's been a weekend and we've been disturbed, I think, every time we've slept on a beach so far, with kind of lads parties turning up and having a bit of a shindig. So we'll see what happens tonight. Fingers crossed it'll be alright.